I'm gonna do a quick card pull, and I'm gonna try to do it in under 5 minutes, but I might not do it under in 5 minutes because that's a little excessively quick. But I filmed a longer one, and it's just kind of like telling people they have to do the hard things, and I want one that's a little bit more fun. So here goes. First card is Copyist. Also, this is a character archetype deck. And you know what? I'm going to look up the definitions of some of these things, and I don't need judgment. A person who makes copies, especially of handwritten documents or music. Okay. I'm thinking like a 50s secretary type thing. Just... Oh. No. See, and there's another definition that's like a person who imitates the styles of others, especially in art. Who makes copies? Okay, the first thing is that's coming up is documentation is very important. Documentation is very important. Documenting real life occurrent events that are happening that may be suppressed or erased from the collective knowledge base. I don't know. Yeah, we should be documenting everything that's happening because we do live in a revisionist history hellscape. And also, you can document your own life. And documenting your own life might allow you to feel more present in your life and take more initiative towards the things that you want. For example, me, I'm creating more content, and I feel that that's allowing me to engage with my creativity and spirituality more. The second one, person who imitates the styles of others. We don't have time to be copying each other. We have to be authentic. We have to be weird and odd and uncomfortable and strange. And copying is just draining the life force out of you, and it's a very socially normal to copy other people. That's like a very like human social behavior. So there's like limits to it. Like you don't have to entirely not ever. We do have shared belonging as human beings, and we do share, language and mannerisms and whatnot. But be mindful of where you end and the other person begins, and if you can sort of exist around people and notice if you're mirroring them or trying to copy them or agree with them, and grow your capacity to disagree and to be different and to be uncertain of yourself. You don't have to necessarily know exactly what you are, but allow space to figure yourself out and not just conform or be what you think you need to be. Alright, it's not going to be 5 minutes and I don't care. Animus. This is like a Carl Jung thing, I think, and so I don't know it, so I'm going to look it up, and you're going to say, oh, you shouldn't look this up, you should know this. Okay, I don't care. No, that's not a definition I like, pretty much. So there's animus and anima in the Jungian psychology. Oh, Animus is the unconscious masculine aspect within a woman's psyche. Hello. I have that. I'm an unconscious masculine in a woman's psyche. There's a man inside you that's objectifying you. Yeah, I did watch a video a long time ago. Just like of this woman realizing that, like, yeah, we've been programmed to objectify ourselves, and yeah, it's very obvious. But yeah, we have our own internalized male gaze. But that extends beyond just your own objectification and appearance and whatnot. Also is just the way that you are existing. I'm realizing how much I exist like a man and how much I don't know how to exist with I don't know how to exist as anything else. Like, we're all existing like men, whether we identify as that or not, you know? Like, we're all doing like a 40-hour work week or something close to it, and we're all doing the same kind of labor every single day, and we're doing the same thing every week, and yeah, you're not attuned to different rhythms, cycles, seasons, like the woman's 28-day cycle, or the moon, or the seasons of the earth. It's fall now. And no matter your gender identity and your biology, it would be good to experiment with other rhythms and cycles and tease out the ways that are fundamental and default ways of living that are rooted in a man's imagination, preference, biology. Yeah, okay. For me personally, cycle syncing is difficult. It's like not... what's coming up is like, talk to other people about it. I saw something about, yes, individual nervous systems aren't meant to be bearing this sort of, the level of tragedy and horror in this world. We're supposed to be regulating ourselves collectively, and so are you like building a lifestyle? Obviously you're building a very individualized lifestyle because we have to, but we don't have to an extent. And so connect with other women and femmes and figure out different ways of being and existing. And yeah, research matriarchal lifestyles and traditions and ways of being before patriarchy and white supremacy. Yeah. Femme fatale. This is a fun read. I'm gonna look up the definition, because fuck you. Femme fatale. An attractive and seductive woman, especially one who is likely to cause distress or disaster to a man who becomes involved with her. Okay, yeah, so this is like in direct relation, like your attraction, your attractiveness and your sensuality and your seduction as a femme fatale is directly linked to a man's downfall, distress, So this is centering men in a way. Stress a man out today. I don't know. My instinct with this is like, I am someone who has like romanticized and fantasized about femme fatales and being one, and like really looked up to them and like adored them. Like I think they're just so chic and just dripping with savviness and intelligence, and that's very erotic and exciting. And also it's concerned with the attraction of men. And I don't know, today I'm just like, I'm not feeling it. Today I'm just like, don't do that. Leave it be, you know. Focus on seducing your creative project. Focus on having a crush on your own creative project. Focus on seducing, not having a seductive object. I don't know if that's correct grammar, but yeah, not having an object of your seduction that's a man. Can you get into that kind of powerful energy without it being about a man? And also, yeah, still allowing your sensuality and your sexuality, just rerouting it towards a different end, maybe. Yeah, it's like the femme fatale is not entirely like we need her. And we don't want to repress her, because yeah, we don't need to repress female sexuality and sensuality, but just rerouting it towards a different end. This is so long, man. I got 2 more cards left. Intellectual. Oh, I pulled this the other day, and I have the same idea as like, you're intellectually understimulated. You're intellectually understimulated, and that's, I saw something that was like a post someone that was saying that like, if you are a creative that is not participating in your own creative process, or like you're on the bench right now, you channel that through creating your own problems. And I was like, yes, you see me. I think the same is true for being an intellectual and being intellectually understimulated, and leading to overthinking and overanalyzing situations that you're meant to feel and experience in life, and not be so much in your head. Your head, like your brain, I've definitely like demonized, or like, not demonized, but like been like, ugh, this brain, I need to get out of my brain and into my body and into my life. But the brain, we don't need to ignore the brain. That's how we got into the situation in the first place. You need to be stimulating your brain, and then you'll get your fix. Then you'll go out into the world, and you won't feel as so like so much of a void in your mind. You won't feel like you need to create something to think about. You'll have something to mull over and chew on and like dissect, that's rewarding and fulfilling and good for you. Yeah. Oh, and for this one, intellectual, your idea of intellect needs to expand to topics that you don't deem worthy of your intellect and your time. So this includes, like, I don't know, if you want to learn about fairies or mermaids, whatever, like, yes, these things are fantasy. I have to say that. Yeah, your idea of intellect does not have to be limited to what is valuable, deemed valuable in this current time and reality. So consider different topics to explore intellectually and different ways of exploring these topics intellectually. You don't have to sit down and read a textbook in the library. You can listen to a podcast. You can go outside and sit by a tree and just observe the tree and learn about the tree right there. Like, you don't have to open a book and read words all the time. You should open a book and read words. But there are multiple ways, diverse ways to stimulate your intellect and to get information. And you need to be open to multiple ways. And if you don't diversify the topics that you're learning about or learn about the things you actually fucking give a fuck about, you're not gonna do it. So, just do it. Okay, evangelist. Oh, we were on a good kick there. Evangelist. A person who seeks to convert others to the Christian faith, especially by public preaching. Ooh, yeah. Okay. This one is be a preacher. Evangelist. I don't like that word. Evangelist. Be an evangelist or a preacher of your own cause or purpose that you care about, because everybody is preaching something. Some people are preaching louder than others. The wrong people are preaching louder than others, are having more audacity to preach, and are more serious about spreading their agenda than you are. Than some of you are. Can't speak for everyone. But treat your purpose and whatever you care about in this life, in this world, whatever is keeping you up at night, lots of things, okay, lots of bad things, treat it like a religion that you need to spread. Treat it like a religion you need to spread. Because people are spreading their religion, people are spreading their beliefs, and don't let them be louder than you, and don't let them be louder than you, and don't let them spread farther than you. Okay, so the full pull was copyist, animist, femme fatale, intellectual, evangelist. The overall rating is like authenticity, enforcing your will into the world, like existing out in the world and having some assertiveness about what you're putting out into the world because you're existing in the world, and don't do that passively. Have some gumption. And reroute and reorient yourself to new ways of being, and stimulate your brain. And think about the other ways that you're understimulated and how that might be contributing to stressors in your life. Yeah. That's all. Good night.